Important set of earnings coming today from TCS, which is India's largest software exporter. It's also one of the most valuable companies in the world. This was a highly anticipated set of earnings, and the company did not disappoint as far as their fourth quarter earnings were concerned. They met the estimates of the analysts from a revenue margin perspective. If you look at their order book, it was the highest ever in a quarter, and their net addition, their hiring numbers was also the highest in a quarter. So these indicators certainly show that TCS continues to see momentum as far as new business deals are concerned. In fact, the management commentary was also positive. So let me take you through some of the headline numbers. If you look at their dollar revenue growth number for Q4 FY21, that came in at 4.2% in constant currency. So they reported revenues of about $5.989 billion. If you look at their operating margin, that came in at 26.8%. So this is also a very robust margin number. Of course, we'll have to wait and see if they can continue to sustain this number in the first quarter as well, because remember, that is when the impact of the salary hikes will kick in. The other parameters, if you look at their order book, that came in at 9.2 billion for Q4, which is also the highest ever for a quarter. And they added over 19,000 employees during the quarter. So that also is a very positive hiring number. Overall, if you look at FY21, TCS has ended on a good note after the initial pandemic shock that they saw exactly a year ago. And this momentum in Q4 actually sets them up for strong growth in the coming quarters, because the June and the September quarter are traditionally strong quarters for IT companies. So perhaps we could see TCS coming back to double-digit growth in FY22. Now, if you look at the number of people they hired during FY21, it's a very impressive number. 40,185 employees. So now TCS has a total employee headcount of about 4.88 lakh people, and their attrition interestingly has touched an all-time low of 7.2%. So at a time when people are talking about war for talent, war for skills, the fact that TCS's attrition is only 7.2% is interesting. Will it continue to stay that way in June? That's something that we will have to wait and see. So if you look at what TCS CEO Rajesh Gopinathan has said, he said our investments over the last decade in building newer capabilities position us well for the multi-year technology services opportunity ahead. And their focus going into FY22 will be to engage with clients on their growth agenda, propelled by innovation and collective knowledge. Of course, we'll have to wait and see also what the impact of the second wave could be, if their clients in Europe will come under pressure, because remember, continental growth and continental Europe and UK has been doing pretty well for TCS. So these are some of the factors we'll have to keep in mind. But overall, good set of numbers. TCS kicking off the earnings season for Q4 on a positive note.